I've got a one skillet meal for you, and I'm calling it Italian sausage and bean pasta. This is rustic. Everything is made in one skillet, which honestly is some of my favorite meals. And this is inspired by a friend of mine on TikTok. Her name is Heather. She's on a bean journey, trying to eat more beans, include more beans into her diet because of the health benefits that they will give. Now, she did a recipe and she called hers Marry Me Beans. It looked and sounded delicious. I've put my own little spin on it. So come on, let's get to cooking. Let me show you how to make these. To a large skillet, I'm going to add some oil. Now, I'm using avocado oil. Typically, I would use olive oil, but I don't have any, so I'm using what I got. This will be fine. And then I have about a half of a large onion diced. Saute this up. All right, I'm going to mince 2 cloves of garlic. And then I have 1 pound of Italian sausage here. All right, I'm gonna give a good pinch, or about a teaspoon of dried oregano. And I'm also gonna give the same amount of basil and a little bit, maybe half of a teaspoon of dried thyme. All right, then I'm gonna give a heaping tablespoon of tomato paste. I have here 2 cups of chicken broth, 1 can of the white kidney beans or cannellini. I can never say that, how to say it correctly, but I've rinsed those really well. Then I've got some sun-dried tomatoes. This is a 3-ounce bag. I'm going to use about half of this bag. I don't know, we'll see. They do plump up quite a bit once they absorb the liquid, so that's probably good. All right, then I'm going to add some of this protein penne pasta, and I have a little less than half of a box, so it's probably a cup, and I'm going to add a little bit of heavy cream. And that was about probably around 1/4 of a cup. And I'm going to cover it and let it cook for about 8 minutes or so, keeping my eye on it, stirring it periodically until that pasta is completely cooked. All right, I'm actually going to add a little bit of water. I feel like it needs some more water to get that pasta cooked. All right, this is looking good. I think the pasta is cooked. So the last thing I'm going to do is add some freshly grated Parmesan cheese. And I'm adding, I don't know, about a cup or so. I'm just going to stir that in. Okay, all done. How easy was that? Oh my goodness. Delicious. Let's give it a try. Oh yeah. You cannot go wrong with a one skillet meal. This is delicious. I hope that you guys give it a try. Thank you all so much for watching. God bless, and I'll see you on the next one.